Alright, someone on my garbage dump video actually made a comment about my politics because I had Rush Limbaugh on the radio, and I'm gonna explain my political views now. Like, I am an independent, and so I try to get information from all sides, from talk radio, from CNN, NBC, Fox News, from all of those, because if you don't get the complete picture. And even if you do get news from, if you get news from all those, you're still probably not getting the complete picture of an issue. And just let me explain how I actually arrived to my current political views, because back when I was a kid growing up on the farm helping my dad growing feed, the tractor that we had actually only had AM radio. Like, the FM radio didn't work. And so, like, I actually started listening to Rush Limbaugh like in the late 90s when Clinton was still president. And so at first, yeah, was a fan of Rush Limbaugh, thought was conservative, and like, but because was only in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade when Clinton was president, like, politics really wasn't really interested in politics. It wasn't until in high school, 2000, 2001, where like a real interest in politics came into play. And since I've been listening to Rush, like, since the last days of Clinton, like, I thought I was I considered myself a conservative at the time, a huge supporter of Bush, and it was that way until like the mid of Bush's second term in office, when like start examining like what it actually means to be a conservative, and there were several principles I didn't agree with, such as pretending to be a Christian, like being a gun nut. Like, I don't believe that guns are necessarily required in this day of age, but that's a whole different topic. And like, since you had to be a quote-unquote Christian, you also had to hate gay people at the time. And so like, I really started re-evaluating my views, and so I went from being a staunch Bush supporter to coming to the conclusion that government is actually corrupt, that like no matter, like, that the government is just not for the people, but it's just ran by the special interest groups and corporations and whoever has the biggest wallet to pay out. And so, like, at that time, I actually became put off by politics because, like, it seemed like Republican or Democrat that the power of the people wasn't real. It was just all corporations and special interests. So by the time the 2008 elections came, like, I was totally put off. Like, I really didn't care. Like, I was just indifferent to Obama when he was elected, and really didn't care at that point. And so, like, we had 8 years Obama, like, really didn't care that much either way. It's like, okay, Obama's president, whatever. But then 2016 comes along, and we have good old Trump running as president, and eventually wins. And my opinion on Trump is he's a fucking dickhead. No two ways about it. He's a dickhead. Like, and that's just, like, not his policies, but him as a person. Like, if you read what he types on Twitter, that man should never be president. Like he's just fuck. Whatever. It's just, he's just too immature, like, too pig-headed, too much of a bully. At least the other presidents had some sort of dignity and somewhat resemblance of professionalism, like, not to let every little negative thing get to him and him needing to lash out. But god damn, Trump is just biggest dickhead ever. So yeah, so now when I turn on Rush and just, like, listening to him give a radio blowjob to Trump, it's just that much more fucking embarrassing. If you're truly a conservative, like, really? So yeah, I just listened to Limbaugh today just to get one side of the story, then go check out CNN, MSNBC for their side, and then, like, try to piece together what is actually going on. But you probably still aren't getting 100% of the picture, and those are my political views, so take them as what you will. JG Gans signing out.